So a lot of people think because you have insurance that your home is protected. And obviously the purpose of insurance is to protect your home. However, what a lot of people don't know is that when you do have to go through a claim, for those that haven't, or as a reminder for those that have, the insurance coverage game is a messy one. In a perfect world, we expect house gets damaged, insurance company comes in, does the right thing. I don't know if it was the chicken or the egg, as they say, as far as, too many homeowners put in false claims. Home insurance company became defensive, started protecting their pocket. At the end of the day, they're a business as well. So they start challenging quotes. So I don't know what the statistics are, but I know in Florida, the amount of fraud is very high. So unfortunately, for legitimate homeowners or for legitimate claims that homeowners have experienced, the insurance companies basically prolong the process and make it like a long and nasty process. So my question to homeowners is always, why wouldn't you do everything possible to prevent yourself from getting into that situation in the first place, to where you have to deal with the insurance companies? Now, if we have a home that has full protection, a brand new roof with hurricane straps, impact windows and doors, an impact garage door as well, that protects you from most of the storms that we're going to encounter. That also saves you the time. A lot of people, they live under the belief that they will eventually get there with their insurance companies. We were recently doing a project in Tampa, and I was talking to one of the firefighters that we were doing the project for, and the last hurricane that came through caused some pretty substantial damage, some of it which wasn't covered by the insurance company. I think he's been waiting now like maybe a year and a couple months, and the insurance company is just like kind of dragging their feet. Lawyers are involved. However, this person is either A, living in a house that currently has a leaky roof, living in a house where a part of their house is not usable because of mold. Wouldn't it be much simpler if they were just to have the protection on their house that they needed to keep them safe from these storms, protect their valuables, protect their family? Obviously, we can't control everything, but we can do as much as we can to prepare for these storms. So if we have the protection, at least here in Miami, the times that we've been hit with storms, we lose power. That's like the worst thing we have to deal with. So it really just makes sense. You have protection, you feel safe in your house during a storm, and then at the end of the day, you're trying to do as much as you can to protect yourself from having to deal with these insurance companies, because that process is so lengthy, it's so stressful, it takes so much time. So what I always tell people is, hey, we might be a little bit more expensive than the next person, but what a lot of people don't consider as far as costs, people think of like financial cost. It's always, you're $1,000 more than the next company, you're $2,000 more than the next company. What I ask people to consider is the emotional cost. So even though impact windows can be expensive, how much emotional cost can they save you of living in a home or having to rent a home temporarily because your house isn't livable until you solve whatever you have to solve with the insurance company? And if you think that the insurance company is going to pay for you to rent a house without having that specific coverage written into your insurance, it's highly unlikely. So at the end of the day, I always consider what's the total cost, financial and emotional.